ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Friday with the Punisher on board. I come to you today with some interesting news, as always, but hope everybody enjoyed the long-winded hump day drop. But here we are on a Friday, government still closed, with doesn't look like there's light at the end of the tunnel just yet. But one thing is interesting, Democrats, they're 5 votes away from voting this thing and approving it, which means technically it is a Schumer shutdown because we've got pretty much everybody on board. We got everybody on board that we can. So that puts it in their court. And guess what? Democrats who claim they're for the people all the time, well, there are like 40 million people who are about to not get their food stamps. Now, that should actually be a good reason for them to come on board and approve this thing. Again, they claim they're for the people, yet they're about to screw 40 million of them. And I would venture to guess, look, my Punisher patriots, a lot of you struggle too. So never be ashamed. If you're some of those who are about to get screwed on that, I feel for you, and I hope that this passes soon so that we can make sure that you get the money that you need to live on. This thing with the illegal drivers is beginning to get crazy. We know about the one who killed 3 in Florida a couple of months back. Do you know that he failed his CDL license test like 10 times before he got it? And illegal, and then he crashes. He does that U-turn, and in the minivan hit it and killed 3 people. And then just a couple of days ago, right in California, a 21-year-old Indian dude, also illegal, couldn't hardly speak English. He literally plowed through some cars, killing another 3 people. And guess what? He was also drunk. Do you realize the size of an 18-wheeler? It's basically like an airliner on the ground, practically, without wings. An airliner on the highway. These guys, the people issuing these licenses, are doing a disservice to our country, and they are killing people. And those are stacking up. How many are we talking about now? Geez, there must be 5, 7 different ones that we've heard of in just the last 2 or 3 months. So it's crazy. President Trump continuing to do great things. He's adding the new ballroom, completely funded privately, and it has got liberals going nuts. Their heads are exploding. You do realize other presidents have made adjustments and modifications to the White House, whether it's the adding a basketball court or a pool or other renovations. They act like he's tearing the damn White House down. There's a picture out there that shows they basically just tore down one end just to get started. And then people can come back and they can say, oh, well, it's privately funded, but then we have to pay the expenses to upkeep it, keep it, and heat it, and all that kind of stuff, and electricity. Well, guess what? You had to do the same thing for the basketball court and whatever else. But here is the real story, and that is this. Liberals trying to say that we are tearing down a piece of history. They're saying President Trump is destroying a piece of our nation's history. Well, funny you should say that. It seems to me liberals destroyed the entire history of our country by tearing down all of those statues, Confederate statues and all that stuff. So don't talk to me about history when you've destroyed it with your teaching, when you've destroyed it by tearing down historical figures and things like that. Good or bad, it's part of the history. And I'll tell you this, lastly, crazy gambling ring was just brought down. You probably saw the news conference yesterday with the FBI director, Kash Patel. Huge scandal involving NBA players and coaches, and even involvement of the Gambino crime family. Incredible. They had a machine that was capable of doing x-rays of cards, sending that data to players at the table through their cell phone and through their earbuds. Okay, but people involved were Portland Trail Blazers coach Chauncey Billups, Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier, and former Cleveland Cavaliers player and now assistant coach Damon Jones. Hauled off in cuffs. They've been let go without pay until this thing is cleared up, probably forever. But this is crazy. Pete Rose has nothing on these guys. These guys were gaming the system in a horrible way, even to the point where they were betting against themselves and taking players out of the game, faking injuries so that they wouldn't play in order to win the odds. And what's really crazy is that these players are making millions, and they're cheating for like $50,000, $200,000. I mean, it's kind of chump change for what they're making, but it's crazy. It just shows how greedy they are. And according to Director Patel, this is only the tip of the iceberg. And so with that, I'll tell you, you know it, I know it, the American people know it. I must increase the hammer to 7.0 immediately. You know it, I know it, the American people do know it. Screw James Whiteboard. We'll talk to you later. Bye.